Hey everybody, so for today's video I'm going to do something that's really different. I really want to talk about kind of just, a little bit, it's a thing that's been going on for a while I think, and I've personally experienced it as having a YouTube channel for all this time. Um, there's just some really disrespectful people on the internet, I'm just going to point that out. And for this video, not to really put anybody on the spot or anything, um, there's I think there's some almost not really some rules, but just some things to do as viewers on YouTube and just things to do in general, just to kind of because people put a lot of time and effort into these YouTube videos, and I myself included. Um, Always making sure I have good quality weekly stuff for you guys, and sometimes even daily stuff for whenever I have time to do it. And there's just everybody has an opinion, and everybody's going to have a viewpoint on a certain thing that they post a video for, whether it's a movie review or a game review or something. And obviously the opposite side of the spectrum is the other person, or there's going to be obviously a good chance that there's going to be somebody out there that doesn't agree with that person's point in the video. So this video, I think, to me, is going to be about really just ways to really just be respectful to people on YouTube. Everybody, like I said, puts a lot of time and effort into their videos. They post them for whatever reason. They have a reason for existing. That if they didn't really want to do that video, obviously that person would have made it. So these are just some, not really, like I said, not really some rules, just things to keep in mind while not only watching my videos, but just while watching other people's videos on YouTube. They have every reason to do what they're doing and things of that nature. So this is just a way I feel that you can be more respectful to what people post on YouTube. Watch it for yourself and things of that nature. So I just want to jump in here and just really get some points across. First and foremost, guys, if you don't like what the video is about, if you don't like what the person's reviewing, if you don't like their viewpoint of what they're expressing in the video, it's quite simple. You leave the video, you disagreed with them. You don't have to post anything. More than likely, if they want to get views on the video, obviously they already got a view right there by you watching it. Um, it's that simple. If you don't agree with it, you just don't watch it and you leave and go on to the next video, or you leave the internet in general. Because whenever I disagree with something on YouTube, or whenever I'm watching something, like, what, this really isn't going right, I really don't agree with it, or I don't like what I'm looking at, it's simple. I leave the video and I let it be, and I go on to the next thing. So just a nice thing to think about. Don't leave really bad hate messages saying, like, oh well, you shouldn't be saying this, and oh well, you're this, and it just leave the video. It's that simple. No harm gets done. The person doesn't get offended who posted the video. That way your dark side doesn't have to interfere with anything. You keep it to yourself and you move on. So um, another thing too is, let's say you agree with the video. Let's say you like what you're watching. You agree with what the person's saying, and you really like the video they just posted. Like, for example, I just posted a video about how I really appreciate Christopher Nolan, how he's one of my favorite film directors of all time, and the whole video was dedicated. It was basically a love letter to him, and I just posted it for those who want to see it. It's basically the video right before, that's previous to this video that I'm about to post here. If you liked it, compliment me. Tell me you liked it. Tell me you agree with me. Tell me what you think you really like about him, maybe that I didn't mention. Just a nice. It makes us more like a community, I guess. It makes YouTube more of a community than just a website. I think by complimenting on a video, letting the person know that you really like what they posted and things of that nature, it makes them feel good, and it'll make you feel good in the end too. So, and on the opposite side of that coin, another point I want to bring up: if you disagree with the video, and if you didn't want to follow the first thing I said, if you really don't want to leave the video, if you really just don't want to leave expressionless, let's say you leave a comment, but it doesn't insult the person who made it. I think you can respectfully disagree. That's the best way to put it. Even say that in the comment. You respectfully disagree with the opinion, and state, maybe even state why you respectfully disagree. But um, don't insult the person. I think that's the best way to put it, dude. Just, you can leave whatever you want, but when it comes to insulting the person, if you're calling them names and calling them things that I'm sure that person doesn't want to be labeled as, more than likely you shouldn't leave that comment. I mean, it's a public website. You know, it's most of these videos are public. I know there's private videos on YouTube, but uh, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't post it and don't insult the person who made the video. Like let's even say like there was something technical about the video you didn't like. Let's say you didn't like the lighting. Let's say you didn't like the way it was edited. Let's say you didn't like the way the person was dressed or whatever. Like if they want it to be like a really formal video and they're not ready for it, maybe just give them a recommendation. But like I said, do not insult the person. It just leads to really bad things on this website. I've seen it on other channels. I've seen it on mine a little bit. It's not a very nice thing to happen. And I gotta say, as somebody who actually makes videos on YouTube, it's not a nice thing to see on your channel. Um, so please don't insult the person. Like I said, you can respectfully disagree. Maybe state a little small example why you respectfully disagree, but don't insult the person. Please just don't do it. Don't leave several hate messages on videos. There's nothing more annoying than one hate message turning into like 8 or 9 or 10 hate messages. That's like the worst thing that can happen to someone on YouTube is not only logging in, about to post a video, getting a notification that they got a new message, but seeing several hate messages. That is just it's a very, I wouldn't say it's embarrassing, but it's not a pleasant thing to have logging in, and it's just it doesn't lead to anything. It doesn't make you feel better. It won't make the person who posted that video feel better, and it's just don't leave several hate messages. If let's just say, like for example, I was talking to this guy the other day who left a comment who clearly didn't like what I was reviewing. I just said, you know what, I don't like the movie. If you don't like what I'm saying, you have every right to leave the video, and you can just leave it be, and you don't have to agree with me. This video isn't about, I told him the video wasn't about me trying to convince him that this movie was only okay, and for some reason he didn't get that. So just don't make it a series of hate messages. That's just the worst thing for a YouTube user to log into. Just like I said, respectfully disagree, and so in a way all these are kind of connected in a way. So leave the video if you disagree. If you absolutely have to leave a negative message, make sure you say you respectfully disagree, and make sure you don't insult the person in the process. And don't leave several hate messages. Don't leave, like I said, respectfully disagree. Maybe note what it is that you didn't like, but leave it at that. Don't make it like several more messages. So basically, we don't want to make it something where they log in 3 months later, several videos later, and they're still having to deal with that issue that you're constantly bringing up with them. So it's YouTube, guys. It's a public website. Not everybody's going to have Final Cut Pro and things of that nature that look really, really professional. Heck, even this video I'm making right now, it's made on Photo Booth. It came with my MacBook Pro. It's something that came with my computer. So I have nothing compared to Final Cut Pro and all that stuff. So um, you can, let's see, what I have another point here. If you want your viewpoint shown, start a channel and share it online. What else? What am I saying here? Yeah. So yeah, it was a weird point I brought up here. So leave your viewpoint. If you want to make a viewpoint on YouTube and you really want it to really, like, let's say there was something that really struck you, like let's say good or bad, and you really want this point to get across, and clearly leaving all these messages on this person's channel really isn't doing it. It's quite simple. Either you start your own channel, make videos, really getting out into the world, what you really like or don't like about something, and don't waste somebody else's time who's clearly making videos of their own that they want to get out into the world, and have to deal with those hate messages. And it's quite simple. If you really want that attention, you can make your own YouTube channel and do whatever it is you want to do. Obviously, YouTube does have restrictions, something like more violent stuff and everything. But I think there's a lot of people, from what I've seen too, where they really want to get noticed, and they seem to have this belief that they can do it in somebody else's comment section on their videos. And to be completely honest, all that's going to come off as is haters and trollers, and you don't want to be one of those people. So if you really want your viewpoint across, like I said, start up your own YouTube channel, make your own videos, and that's how your viewpoint can get across. And that way you don't have to waste that other person's time on their channel. Just one last thing I want to note too. YouTube usually takes down like anything that's overly aggressive or things that are considered violent to others. I don't want to say I'm a fan of this channel, but I do know of a YouTube channel where his channel got taken down due to act of violence, I guess is what it was taken down for, from what I heard. He had to start a whole YouTube channel. He had to basically re-image himself and had to regain his fans because of it. And so it wasn't a pretty thing. And I can see that happening to other people if they took the route that this guy took. Don't want to bring up his name just for privacy stuff, I guess. Um, so yeah, just be aware of it. If you do start your own YouTube channel, don't be overly aggressive. Don't be violent about what you want to do. Like I said, I do movie reviews and game reviews and movie discussions and things of that nature. So I'm just a guy saying, hey, this movie's good. You should go see it. Or hey, this movie isn't so good. Maybe don't see it. Or if it's okay, maybe rent it at some point, but don't make a huge effort to go out and look for it. So I just wanted to take this video, guys, just to just give you a few points on, just how to be more respectful on YouTube, because I've seen a lot of hating and trolling and things that I think really don't need to be on YouTube, and for some reason they just keep happening and they keep getting worse and worse. And because I was a victim of this recently, I just wanted to bring it up. I'm not to the point where I'm going to take down this certain video or remove the comment section yet. But if it does get worse, I probably will look into that, and I'll definitely make an update on the channel if I do that to that certain video that I haven't even talked about yet. Um, so yeah, these are just some things to be more respectful about on people who make YouTube videos. And if, like I said, if you're just one of those people who view YouTube videos and um, don't really have a channel, like you have a channel, but you use it for commenting and things of that nature and to subscribe to people and stuff. But just be a little bit more respectful. Like I said, these people, they're posting videos for whatever reason, and they have they either they really wanted to make that video, or there's something really special in them that's causing them to make the video, and they have every reason to post that video that they posted. So just be respectful to those who have clearly something they want to say on YouTube. And if you, like I said, if you don't agree with it, you don't have to watch it. You can move on to another video.